How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and today we're going to be talking about SOS and EBON and knowing what your game plan needs to be coming on Monday, which is tomorrow. So the first thing that we want to go over very quickly before we get into the technical analysis portion of this video is taking a look at where Bitcoin is actually at. So right now on my phone, let me just pull it up very quickly. Right now, Bitcoin is at $57,856.98, and this is exactly at 5:03 p.m. So one of the things you want to pay attention to and be aware of, it's consolidating in the high 50 area. So between the 57 to 59 area. It's already tested 60 and 61, which we know already, but this is also very important because you want to see higher levels of consolidation. So what does that mean? This is going to bode well for a lot of the stocks, especially the cryptocurrency stocks, the Bitcoin stocks that we talk about on this channel. So I won't be taking up any more of your time, and I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts for both of these stocks afterwards. So right now we're going to be doing a technical analysis for SOS. What you see in front of you is actually the 5-day, 5-minute chart. You want to see what it's been looking like recently for the past 5 days. So we can see here it ended up finishing on Friday at $7.67, reaching a high of $8.07 and being up 2.27% on the day. And we also had a solid amount of volume, around 51.77 million. So we can see right here, we definitely have a support level here right around this $7.50 area, and we want to see SOS continue to actually respect this particular area. If it ends up breaking that area, we know we have another area here at 740. We also have another area here around $7.20, another level here also at the $7, and that's how far we're going to be going out. We definitely have a resistance area here at $8.20 and also a resistance area here right at that $8 range. And again, this is a stock that has a lot of short interest and it's also heavily manipulated, and it's part of the reason why it hasn't catched up with a lot of the other cryptocurrency Bitcoin type of stock. What we need to be taking a look at is seeing SOS actually break these particular levels of resistance, especially this $8 range that seems to be very apparent here. We also could see that this $1.70 area is definitely an area that I want to see SOS break out of so it continue to be bullish, and this is on the 5-day, 5-minute. If we take a look now at the 3-month, 1-day chart, we can see that SOS is still doing a great job staying above that 21-day EMA. And as we've already have spoken about, there is some support here at the $7.50 area. But as you see right here, this resistance at 8, once we're able to get past this, then we can start making a move, visiting all the way up. And just to show you very clearly here, it's the $8.60 range, and then make a strong move to $9. So just these particular resistance areas being broken can signal a very strong move. So I would definitely play off those support levels at $7.50, but definitely do not start trading this during the pre-market. I would wait for regular trading hours to see if there's even more of a pullback on the day. Even though the low that it reached on the day on Friday was $7.52, it could pull back even further. So just be wary of that and understand that, but you already know what the support levels are and what the resistance levels are. If we have like a sharp pullback like I was showing you guys on the 5-day, 5-minute, and I'm talking about very sharp, we could definitely end up revisiting the $6 area. Many people are saying about getting in the 690s, which is not a bad area either as well, which I could see it making some strong recoveries off of. You can see back over here when we're going through the deep phase of the correction, we got down to a low down here, $4.22. I believe that's not an area that we're not going to be visiting anytime soon, to be honest. Even around here, as you can see, this $5 range, like it'd have to absolutely implode or some serious bad news would have to happen for it to reach these areas. Is it possible where it could potentially pull back and meet 6? Most definitely. And if Bitcoin ends up actually pulling back or ends up going on a downtrend, we already know the stock price can definitely be affected by that as well. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some upside with SOS, and that's what I wanted you guys to be understand and be clear on in regards to where we're at. All right, so we're going to be doing a technical analysis for EBON, EBANG International. So as far as Friday is concerned, it ended up finishing the day at $10.60, finishing in after hours though at $10.75, being up 0.66% on the day. And as far as volume is concerned, we had about 17 million in volume. So right away, as we take a look at this 5-day, 5-minute chart, you can see we definitely have a support area here right around this $10.60 area. Anytime it tests those areas, it actually does a fairly good job at actually recovering it, right? And this was definitely apparent as we could see here. The next level of support that we need to take a look at is also around $10.40. And another area of support to keep an eye on is around $10.20. Another area is at $10. And if you're able to catch this on a very sharp pullback, we see that there's a support area right around here at $9.70. So we know these are particular areas where it definitely has some momentum and it makes a strong move back up to recovering. So let's take a look at the resistance areas. If we take a look at the resistance areas here, we definitely have some resistance here at $11.40, and that's definitely an area I'm looking forward to seeing us actually get past. We also see a resistance area here right at that $11. So passing $11, that's definitely a psychological factor there. So passing 11, we can start seeing some strong moves visiting 11.10 and then 11.20. So that gives us a good idea of how EBON is actually looking like, and knowing the support levels, entries, and also exits that you want to consider if you're playing off these support areas. Now, what we want to take a look at is it completely staying on trend still. So the best thing, the way to do that is to take a look at the 3-month 1-day chart. So this is part of the reasons why I'm still bullish on EBON. If we take a look, it is still on a great trend. We see the 21-day EMA is right here at $8.67, but we're well above it, and also having support here right at $10.50, which we've already confirmed. And we're at now $10.60 where it closed. So we're still maintaining a bullish pattern here. So it's definitely looking forward to seeing it actually hold down this level in regards to support. If we end up breaking this level, as you already know, we definitely have this $10 area if it ends up having a serious pullback. And if it goes back even further, you already know this $9.90 and $9.70 area is going to be tested. And if these areas ever break, that pretty much shows you the downward risk that you can be exposed to. So knowing this area is saying, hey, you see $9.70 area actually break, it might be a good idea to have a stop loss, and just making sure that you have your trailing stop so you can protect your profit, because that's what we focus here on this channel. But as far as how is it looking, I would definitely like to see it continue this pattern as we saw over here. It's looking very, very similar, and it could definitely revisit $13.70. No doubt in my mind about it, especially if Bitcoin continues being on the serious run that it has been on. So just taking a look right now, if we take a look down here at the RSI, we already see that right now it's currently at 60. So it's very close to the 70. So we are looking at a situation where it's looking like it's being close to being overbought. But like I said, this is actually going on trend with cryptocurrency, and we know the sector overall in general is very hot right now. That's what I wanted to kind of cover with you guys very quickly. So I'm definitely seeing it, looking forward to seeing it break these resistance areas as you can see here, and which will be talked about on the 5-day, 5-minute, and so forth. And I hope you guys found this helpful. So for my final thoughts for EBON and SOS, we need to be aware these are stocks that have a good amount of short interest in them. So there's a lot of heavy manipulation. So make sure that you guys are paying attention to the support and the resistance levels that I do in the technical analysis portion of these videos, because just in case there's a pullback, you will be prepared for it and you'll be able to make some plays off of it. And like we were saying earlier, with Bitcoin forming higher levels of support, as you saw on the chart in the screenshot, you will see that these stocks will tend to mirror that particular effect. So that means they're going to be running up and looking bullish towards the upside. But at the end of the day, I definitely do believe that Bitcoin will hit 100K either by the end of this year or by the beginning of next year. I'm very, very bullish, and that's part of the reasons why EBON and SOS can benefit from this. I got a question. Someone was asking me, what do I think about EBON and SOS if I'm a long-term investor? And my question to you is, do you believe in these two companies? Do you see them sticking around for the next 5 to 10 years? If you can answer these questions confidently, then do your due diligence and think about considering it. In my personal opinion, I see these as short-term to medium-term type of plays. I don't look at these two stocks as long-term plays. There are other plays that are out there that are well more established and so forth, that what I would say is take your profits, take the money that you earned and invest in those companies instead. So that's my stance in regard to these two stocks and looking at them from a long-term point of view. Besides that, you can make some really good money playing off these levels that we talk about on this channel. And of course, as long as Bitcoin is keeping that upward trend and momentum, things will continue to look good. But be prepared, because again, these two stocks are heavily manipulated, and I don't want you having any weak hands or getting into any positions being unprepared. Hope you guys found this video helpful, and we'll talk soon.